school and told me he got invited to a party. I was instantly nervous. In North Korea, if you were caught doing anything illegal, you'd never see your family again. I knew it was a bad idea, but he was begging me to go, saying his crush was gonna be there. And when I saw how excited he was, I caved. We showed up that night, and he went to talk to her. I was nervous because people were drinking, saying things about the government. I knew if police heard, they'd get taken from their families. But not even 5 minutes later, I heard someone crying. I looked up and saw my best friend come back over to me with tears in his eyes. He was trying so hard not to cry in front of everyone, but when I asked him what happened, he just dragged me outside. He told me he tried to talk to her, but she just made fun of him and laughed at his shirt. She said she doesn't date poor people who can't afford nicer clothes, and I told him we should just leave, but he wouldn't listen. He could see a clothing store down the street, and when he started walking over, I got a terrible feeling. He just stared at a jacket through the window, and I told him he'd be able to afford it one day, and we needed to leave. But before I could say anything else, he bent down and picked up a rock. My heart stopped. I said, "What are you doing?" He didn't answer, and in that moment, he threw it. No! The window shattered, and glass shards cut my arms and face. The alarm started blaring as I screamed, "What are you doing? They're gonna catch us!" But he reached through the broken glass and grabbed the coat. We immediately started running, but heard sirens behind us. I knew we'd get executed if we were caught, and I could feel the sweat dripping off me. We ran back to my house and slammed the door, but we could hear them following us. We both couldn't stop shaking. We thought we had to be safe. There was no way they saw us go into my house. But just as we calmed down, someone knocked on our front door. We both froze, but when I peeked around the corner, I saw my little sister walking over to open it. I yelled, "No!" but it was too late. She turned the lock, and multiple officers instantly shoved the door open, knocking her to the ground. They saw me, covered in cuts from the glass, and grabbed me, throwing me to the ground. They'd beat me with bats, kicked me, and my mom was screaming from down the hall, "Please, stop!" They pulled out their handcuffs, and I felt the cold metal on my wrist. This was it. Being arrested for stealing in North Korea meant the end of your life. I looked over at my mom. I looked at my little sister standing in the corner, frozen, tears running down her face. This was it for me. But just before the cuffs clicked, my friend yelled, "Wait! He didn't do it!" The officers turned to look at him. He was standing there, shaking, barely able to get the words out. "It was me. I did it. He didn't steal anything. I did." He held up the jacket, and the officers looked at each other. Then they dropped me and walked over to him. They grabbed him and took the jacket, and I'll never forget his face as he walked out. He was gone, and I haven't seen